Like stand at a podium and take on the whole press pool, 20 days now without a press conference, Let's talk about what's happened for you in the last 2 weeks. The people have a lot of questions. She won't take any. And all her imagery now, it's all coming to light. All these add-in blocks, how they make the stadiums look full, all this AI, and it's unbelievable. NBC was caught doing it, making it look like a larger crowd by using AI imagery, video and stills. They're doing it both ways.
Yeah. I sort of figured that's what was happening because I know she doesn't have that bigger crowds. I've seen a couple of things what she'd done, which didn't make sense to me anyways. But there was a lot of people there, and that's probably what you just said there, Art. That's probably why.
Well, besides the AI, what else she's doing is they're getting, some of the most popular musicians in the states that she's going to. They're paying for a free concert, and then she shows up for 10 minutes, says hello, and they say, oh, look at the crowd she drew.
Yeah. They did that in Atlanta, and they started walking out on her. She was done. Simone, whatever, the rapper, I forgot her name, twerking and all that stuff. And as soon as she was finished, a lot of people, about half the crowd just got up and started scuffling for the parking lot.
Well, I think I said this yesterday. When you walk down the street, half of the people that you see on the street are buying this crap.
Yeah, we had the news on yesterday, and they had Kamala. I guess she was like 2 points above Trump on the polls and stuff. My wife says, she ahead of her. And I says, well, look who's broadcasting. I think it was CBS or NBC or something like that. I said, that's what you're going to watch for. I says, I don't know where they get their numbers at, but they inflate them, and they're not true.
And for QNT, it's a 20.
Okay, 1WIL.
KB2UKA.
Well, look what they did for Hillary, right? Hillary was always ahead in every poll.
Yep, same deal.
Well, November 5th will be the day of reckoning. We'll, hopefully enough people get off their butts and get to the polls that they underestimate the amount of votes they need to make up for.
Yeah, I got you both. It was a stereo double for me.
Sorry.
Good morning, Transmission 1. Yeah, story of my life, doubling.
Yeah, I got a habit of doing that too, pulling the trigger too quick.
I'm telling you, if we just brought back Roger Beep, it would help.
Get it.
Yeah,
I like that skin on the fetus. It looks good, Doug.
Thank you. And yes, me and you doubled, Art. I was saying we should bring back Roger Beep. It would take care of all the doubling.
Beep.
Oh man, that wasn't one of my favorite things.
Oh, I loved it.
NASA did pretty good with it.
You're right. All the moon communications, they had it, right?
Yeah, I remember that. That was very distinctive, hearing that little beep after he was finished, stepping on the moon.
Art, was that your pictures you posted with the trees down?
Yeah, I'll tell you, man, we took a good blast in this area. It came up through here, and we had a couple of good 40 to 50 mile an hour wind gust and Thursday. So a lot of rain, and now luckily that tree was on the outskirt of my fence line, and it just missed that fence by about 9 inches.
Oh my! Yeah, I was going to say I thought it might have hit it the way it was laying there. Some of them angles you took the pictures there. Well, you're fortunate. That's a good that didn't hit the fence. But
it did take out the leg of the doublet, so I was just I got everything. It's temporary, but it's up. It's fine. It got mangled pretty good, so I'm gonna have to build a new one.
Well, I could hear by your signal. I couldn't tell the difference from before, but it sounds good. I mean, you got a real good, strong signal.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I had to trim a little off of it. It's normal. So, but we'll get it back. It just I get on the phone tomorrow morning with RF Davis. I hope they have what I like in stock. That 12 gauge.
Yeah, that'd be nice. You gonna do a whole antenna? Or you just gonna add on to it?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna start from scratch again, Bill. I don't like mechanical connections at the apex. I like my little theory how I do it with that hard peg. That peg's about 3/8 thick, and it's about 8 inches long. And I drill the little holes, 3 holes right on the end of each side, and I thread the wire through. I go up, over, in, and out, and you can't pull that. That's it. It locks itself into the apex with no nuts and bolts and washers and crimping and soldering. I don't like doing it that way.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's just all antenna wire. Then there's nothing else there. No connections whatsoever.
So once one of those legs break like that, that's it. I make a whole new ladder line, everything.
What do you're running 600 on that, aren't you?
Yeah, I use it's not, mathematically, I think to get exactly 600, you have to be 5 3/4 apart, something like that. There's a little a graph on that, but it's close enough, 4.5 inches apart. It might, I think it equals out to 557 ohms or something.
We just tested something here.
Yeah, it works for you. So you don't fix anything that's not broken, right?
1, 2, check.
Yeah, exactly. So then the other thing is not sure how much of a stretch one of those legs could have taken, even though at a vinyl it looks good, but inside, the interior, the flex weave itself, it could be stretched pretty good.
Oh yeah. This thing was whipping around the other night too, and yes, I guess if you had a stretch that really destroyed the integrity of the conductor, you would see it in SWR. I would think, right, Art? Yeah, and mine since the storm has been the same, so I think we're good.
I just heard someone call it in there. I have to make an adjustment, kind of light, but. Bill or Doug, did you copy? I hear one letter, and then there's the noise, just right in the noise floor for me.
Yeah, let me see if I have it. Yeah, station, I've got a copy on you. This is KB2 UKA Doug on Long Island. Can you come back again with your call? All right, you are very light, and that was very, very fast. Can you try it again clearly and slow? Okay, I got you. Kilo Alpha 1, Mike Alpha Foxtrot, David in Connecticut. Well, I'm here in Griswold. I'm on the North Shore of Long Island. I've got you about 5x6. What are you running? Over.
100 watts of power into a 5 DTV.
Okay, Roger. Roger. Yeah, light copy down here, but I can make you out. Bill, do you have a copy on David?
Yeah, David. Good morning. You got Bill. Kilo 1 Whiskey India Lima. I'm in the state of Pennsylvania, over by the Pittsburgh side, and I got a copy on you. Not too bad there. Back to you.
Very good, John. You're coming here real good in the morning, and no problem at all. You're coming way over the QRL.
Yeah, you are too, David. You sound good. I didn't catch what you were running. You want to try that again?
Yeah, I gave you 450D, about 100 watts of power.
Okay, I got you that time. Yeah, it's done a good job for you. You're nice and clear and everything on it. So yeah, you got it set up there pretty good.
Yeah, I'm using the Yaesu desktop microphone.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, it sounds good for being stock and 100 watts. Yeah, you have no problem there.
Very good. This morning there looks like it's pretty well cleared up, and nice day today.
Yeah, we finally, the last couple days here, David, we had a pretty nice, yesterday was nice and today's supposed to be nice again. So, well, we had a bunch of rain there and grass made the grass grow. It was kind of bad because we had a hot stretch there. It was in the 90s for a while. So, we're getting back to normal. It won't be long. Fall's right around the corner.
Very good. Let me get your call letter.
Yeah, call here is Kilo 1 Whiskey India Lima.
Okay, very good. You're coming here, good signal, no problem.
Okay, David. Yeah, we had somebody tuning up there. I'll give them a chance so they can get in there. So nice chatting with you and see who else is going to join the party here.
So, what are you using for radio and power?
Well, I'm running. I have a small amplifier. It's an Meritron. It's a AL811H. It's the four tube one, and I'm running a Flex Radio 6400, and I'm running off a G5 RV. That's basically what I'm running here.
Very good. Look at the list, the amp there. A little bit expensive there for my budget right now.
Good morning, Matt.
Roger that. Yeah, you took a little fade on me right there, so I don't know if the band's going to change here or not.
Okay, I go back to your Houston, and I'm going to go get some this everybody calling. So this is KA1 AAF.
All right, David, you have a good day. It was nice chatting with you. KA1 MAF. This is K1WIL. Have a good day, sir.
Okay, send it to you guys. Have a good morning.
All right, take care, David. And we are only 84 miles from each other. And I have a feeling your signal's flying over me on the vertical, but I still hear you there. No problem, no problem. Who did we have two-tone to join the party? Go ahead.
Well, maybe it was DJ. He usually does that.
Yeah, too. I thought it was too. I got the signal from up in Canada. You know, he's strong. I thought that was him.
So did I. Or John.
I'm going to join the party. Good morning, W3DP.
Hey, good morning,
well,
Dwayne.
I don't think he two-tones. I don't know if I ever heard him do that or not, but good morning, Dwayne.
Good morning. Let me turn the amplifier on, make it a little bit easier. No, I never two-tone.
Hey, good morning, Dwayne. And I thought I heard Richard's tune up. You'll probably be jumping in.
Hey, good morning, Art, Dwayne, Bill, Doug. Good to hear y'all.
Hey, good morning, Richard. Good morning, Dwayne. Man, Dwayne, 30 over.
Good morning, Richard.
Good morning, everyone. And Doug, you're strong here too as well.
Yeah, good to hear everybody. I don't know, Doug. I see a 267 foot, 0.4 inch loop in your near future with a 4-to-1 Ballon at 80 feet up there, and go for it.
I'm telling you, he's booming in with it. The other night, and who were we on with, Dwayne? Was it Dominic? He was similar to Dominic on the doublet and the loop, but to me, he was 10 over on the doublet and like 25 over on the loop. So at least shorter distance, it's much stronger. And that's the same thing you got running there, Dwayne? You still have the Ballon up at that height?
Yeah, it's up at 45 feet, the 4-to-1, fed with coax into the shack.
Wow. Well, the only thing different I would do, Art, is I would feed it with ladder line to the tuner.
Yeah, I guess you could do that. Or just run the coax from the Ballon at its highest point and right to your tuner, right? Just use one of your SOs right there to the tuner, and you're set to go. The tuner will be in the optimal position. It'll be under the antenna.
Well, yeah, I could do that because I'm using the SO now anyway. I have the Ballon, the 4-to-1 barrel connected to the tuner for the ladder line. So I guess getting the Ballon on the loop up that high is better, more power at the radiation point.
It'd be a flip-flop. There you go. You take the Ballon, put it up in the sky, and then just reverse it. The coax goes. Wow. It's interesting. That would be a great experiment.
Yeah, I need a tornado to come through here for us to take down a bunch of trees.
Yeah, but use it FlexWeave that wire. You won't have to worry about it.
Yeah, you're right. Well, the other night with the storm, I don't even know if I'd use FlexWeave. I might want to pick up that stuff you have, Richard. What is it? The DX50?
Yeah, that's what I'm using, the DX50.
QMA.
Hello, John. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, John. Wow, we got some guys coming out on the radio finally.
Good morning, John.
Good morning, everyone. Yeah, I saw some of that crap about them doctoring up the footage, and now Kamala's trying to steal Trump's talking points, and pretty crazy.
That's because she don't have any talking points. She can talk herself.
Yeah, John. And I was saying the media is going to say that Trump stole it from her. I guarantee you we're going to hear that in the next 24 hours.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
And that's why there should be press conferences right there. The exact reason why she's deflecting, going on 21 days. And let me tell you that, yeah, they're going to probably treat her with kid gloves, but still. Mrs. Harris, didn't Trump come up with the tax, no tips for tax first? That's the kind of question she needs to be, ask, and then let's hear the answer.
They'll never ask her that.
I'm just blown away at how much the media completely is propagandizing the whole thing. I mean, they're covering. It's incredible.
Let me see if I have it. The other day, this was the most telling thing, when J.D. Vance walked up to the group of reporters waiting outside the plane for her, and he started talking to him, there was not one response from a reporter. Not one question was asked of him. Nothing. They wanted to give him zero airtime. Zero. So if we don't question him, if we don't talk to them, they don't exist, and then she's the only one who exists. It was very, very telling. He literally was talking to a wall. Yeah,
well, they know that if he starts responding to questions, it's just going to bury the other side. So they figure, yeah, it's best to just not talk to them at all, and then we'll just hide everything. I hope he makes it to the finish line. I'm really worried about them trying to get him again.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah, with that plane incident, it makes you think, you know?
He's got to watch everything he eats, everything he drinks, shaking hands with people. They could get him a million different ways.
Those heart attack darts.
Oh, yeah. The sky's the limit. So evil. I always ask, well, what's the point now of having all these government organizations if basically we pay them to work against us?
Yeah, isn't it amazing? Their paychecks hit their account Thursday night at midnight, like clockwork, and we're putting it in there. It's all automatic deposit, and this is what we get.
It's disgusting. It really is. KB2, UKA almost at the bottom.
KC2QMA.
And 4QNT.
W3 guys, I'm going to pull the plug. I got some yard work to do here, so I might as well get at it. So you all have a good day, and I'll speak to you later. K1WIL.
All right, Bill, take care. And I meant at the 40, not at the bottom.
7-3, Bill. Have a great day.
Take care, Bill.
Catch you there, Bill. Always good to hear you.
All right, guys, have a good one, and don't eat too much today and don't work too hard. We'll talk to you later. K1WIL, we're clear.
So, John, I'm back on the Apollo.
Yeah, sounds good. Little bass heavy, but it's other than that, it's fine.
Yeah, that's on purpose for now.
You know what I find with heavy bass on a transmission? You got to think about it from the receiver's side of things, right? The detector in the radio, the receiver, it receives whatever the strongest signal is, the limiter, the AGC, is going to react to it. So if you got a lot of bass in your audio, it clamps down the receiver's AGC, so it actually makes it sound more muffled, kind of, when you have a very low frequency content.
Yep. Yeah, I figured that. It sounded okay on the Kiwi, so I figured it'll sound okay on an Anon or a Flex. But yeah, there's a lot of energy. I'm looking at it right now.
I mean, it sounds good. It's just I'm noticing it's definitely dominant in the low frequency area.
That would be the Little Labs voice of God. That's what's doing it.
I wonder if I could even push that kind of low end. I'm just curious if I go into my EQ. I just got to remember what my setting is here. All right, it's 10 dB. All right, so I wonder if I focused my low frequency, let's say around 50, 60 hertz or something like that. That's probably starting to get kind of bass heavy now on my end. Let's see here. All right. Well, that's definitely more bass than I normally have in my signal. But I can hear I'm listening on a web SDR, and I can hear the limiter like crunching down on that low end.
Yeah, well, you definitely increased the energy there. You turned red on the waterfall. I like it.
Yeah,
I'm always
wow,
so
Josh.
paranoid about the base.
You can
I
see
like
it
base.
too. It looks like a tower above everything else, coming up on that carrier line.
Yeah, it's too nasty.
Yeah, that's why we have multiple profiles. Speaking of carrier line, you made me think of an extra question. I've been studying for the extra art. I studied the last question pool, but then I never went and took the test. So now I'm in the new question pool. I'm doing ham prep or whatever the hell that's called online. There's 30 chapters. I'm on like chapter 10. So far, on the chapter exams, I'm scoring upper 80s and 90s. They definitely dumb down the questions in this pool. The questions seem easier. I don't know if anyone else is having that experience.
I don't know. I haven't looked at the test in a long time, but I heard that they changed the pool recently, actually, like a year ago or something.
No, they changed it last month.
Yeah, July 24th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they do it. I think it's every 5 years they change the pool, the 750 questions per, whatever.
So I'm going to take it in September. I'm going to take it online. You got to use Zoom, and they make you do like a pan of the room, and then they watch you while you're taking the test on Zoom.
Wow. I didn't even know you could do that. I thought you still had to go and sit in front of a VE.
Well, you're sitting in front of a VE that's sitting in his living room.
You don't have a local place you can go like on a Saturday morning? They usually do it like the last Saturday of each month at one of your local clubs or a 6 o'clock evening hours, at one of the meetings or something.
Yeah, I do. It's all going to depend on the scheduling. I'd rather take it in person. So if there's a decent time and day that lines up with when I want to take it, I'll do it in person. Otherwise, I'll do it here in the shack.
Yeah, the Smith charts are where you're going to get kind of bogged down a little bit. That's a little bit of a tricky one to figure out. I always had trouble with the damn Smith charts.
Yeah, I didn't even get up to that yet.
When I took my test, COVID was in full force. There was probably 10 of us, and I had to travel about almost an hour to take the test. And everybody was 6 to 8 feet apart.
Man, I took my test a bunch of years ago, but I took it in a very rural part of Tennessee. It was wild, man. The place I took the test looked like some real old backwoods, like shacky-looking place. But it was good. I took the test and I made it through. But wow, that was some interesting location for it. I was even wondering when I pulled up to the place, I'm like, this can't possibly be where the test is being taken, but it was.
Yep. See, Art, I didn't get up to this yet. Well, I could see what the straight line is. I just don't know what it's called.
Are you using that app for the phone? It's a good one. It's all updated. They just updated it, and this really goes over a lot here. What is it called? The eHam or extra? It's the extra ham. I'm trying to get to the title of it, but is that the one you're using?
I'm using, so I can do it on the phone, but I've been doing it on the computer. Hold on, let me just check my email so I tell you the right name. What email is it? I think it's my old email. It's, I think it's Ham Radio Prep. Let me see. Yeah, Ham Radio Prep. It's really good. You watch like a 7-minute video with him going over all the main points of the chapter. Then you take a chapter test. and I'm on chapter. Well, I got to start chapter 11, and then at the end, you take a bunch of finals, and as soon as you're scoring in the mid 80s, you go and schedule it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know there's so many out there. There's like 5 or 8 or 10 at least, more, different ways of doing it. The old Gordon West book is another one. And oh, man.
I'm going to guess. Do you know the answer to that one? I'm going to guess it is the resistance axis. Because I would think the voltage, current, and reactance can change.
Oh, I just took a quick screenshot and uploaded that. I don't even know which one it was. It was from the that section though, the E1A through E2E, which is all the Smith charts. It goes over, like John said, Smith chart, and then there it is. They have 16 to choose from, all different, any question that's going to be on the test for Smith chart. That's the one right there.
Yep. Same with this course I'm doing. They have the whole pool. All right, cool. Well. It's our ticket to 8K wide.
Hey, you could do that here.
Yeah, you really could, especially if we all get on real early and just dominate that band pass.
Well, those guys are very successful for the last, at least 20 years. I mean, I know when they were like 3.4, then 4, and then they had their Kenwood DSP 100, so they were out to 6. That was special for a while. And now they're way past that. Now they're out to 10.
Yep. And boy, it sounds good for the most part. KB2 UKA at the 50.
W3 DEP.
And 4 QNT.
TC2 QMA.
Good morning, all you guys.
Paul, good morning.
Morning, Paul.
Good morning, Paul.
Holy cow, Art.
Just
that was
another
a mega
RF
tree
criminal.
that tipped over.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we had a few come through here. That storm, those gusts were pretty good. So, one of those got my one of my legs on the antenna. So, we're back up. We're back up and running.
Well, good news. Good news.
If it wasn't such a pain in the butt getting a hold of a telephone pole, I'd get 2 telephone poles mounted on my property and just put my dipoles on that sucker.
I've thought of that.
Right now, and they're taller. They hold the street lamps up pretty good. They're like 60 footers. That's what I would like to get.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't they make pencil lead out of graphite and it's conductive?
I think it's carbon
chuck
fiber.
them and load them up.
Oh, there you go.
Carbon's conductive.
Yeah, I think it's a carbon fiber, the thing you're talking about, Art.
Oh, yeah, I say carbon fiber there. That's it.
Good Lord, that'd be expensive as hell, wouldn't it?
It would be. I think Art Bell had 17 of them on his property.
Well, he's got a bank account bigger than all of us combined.
In heaven.
Uh-huh.
Or the alien craft.
I mean, one good 70-footer would do the trick for me.
Yeah, can you imagine that? They deliver that, have it installed. Yeah, guys, while you're up there, mount this $79 marine pulley, they use on sailboats, in the half-inch stack run. Just make sure it's locked down pretty good. Thank you.
Well, I know when they do the pole installation, they come with that crazy hydraulic auger bit, and they drill down like 7 to 8 feet, and they sink 7 or 8 feet of the pole into the ground and backfill it, and that leaves you with like 60 feet of pole sticking up.
Well, you can always add to that, John.
Oh yeah.
Get one of them fiberglass pole vault poles and bolt it to the top.
Carbon fiber poles are conductive. Look it up.
In Tennessee, it would have been a lot easier for me to get a pole, but here on the East Coast, New Jersey, forget it. You know, the politics would be involved, and I'm sure I'd have to go through all kinds of crap just to get that pole in here.
Hey, Art, have you guys gained a little cormer?
Station, what's your call sign? You know, the cranky old guy who told us to look something up. What's your call?
Magnet frequency. They turn off the magnet and then they scatter around.
Oh.
Carbon fiber could be conductive. Look it up. That's what he said.
So can a tree branch.
Uh-huh.
So does a wet noodle, but who's counting?
And that probe they're going to do with your lobotomy is conductive as well.
Poor Jack Nicholson.
What a great movie. I saw the play live like 6 months ago.
I love when he got the big Indian to throw that sink through the window. That was a great scene.
Really was.
We talking about the one
like that today.
Fly with a Cuckoo's Nest?
Yeah.
Dunk the ball, Chief. Dunk the ball.
Maybe I should get a couple of cases of number 2 pencils and turn it into an antenna.
There you go.
It would be better than half the guys on the air.
Yeah, talking about that, John, you were around when Rich had that, right, Paul? Rich, man, you know who I'm talking about, the Frankenstein amp. How come I forgot his name?
His name is Rich. We call him Grub.
Yeah, I was reaching for Grub. Man, he took a zap using a pencil pointing on a tube.
Wow.
Went through his right hand, right through his chest, and came out his left hand, and he survived. He was probing around with a pencil.
Not that he was all right before he did that. Now he's even worse.
When I was a kid.
Didn't Grub have like a crazy mobile station on a golf cart or an ATV or something like that?
Yeah, he had one on his golf cart.
I think he had a linear on that thing too.
A legal limit golf cart. He was loading up the hubcaps.
He had one of those 10-tech Scouts, you know, the one with the little plug-in modules in there.
Yeah, he replaced the fiberglass roof with a tin roof and mounted the vertical dead center.
Man, those videos Mike sent the other day of his mobile giving me the itch to put one in.
Yeah, Paul, John made mention of you the other morning. The subjects of mobile, installations were coming up, and of course you were mentioned.
All right. I got to go back and see these mobile pictures. How far are they back in there?
It's just a video. It's 2 videos of the radios turned on. And he's got one photo of him in front of the car. I don't know, 2 days ago, I think?
You talking about Mike?
Yeah, Roger.
All I know is when Paul was mobile, I could hear him every time, no problem. It was like listening to a big monster fixed station.
All right, guys, I got to hop. We're having kids over here. I got to go clean the yard up. 73, have a great afternoon and a great morning. KB2 UKA.
All righty, Doug, you have a great day. We'll see you later on.
Take care, 7-3, Doug.
Have a great day, Doug.
All right, guys, 73, take care out there.
Is that his Jeep with the Illinois plate?